The world. Yes! Seek freedom and your world will be stretched out before your eyes. If the endless dreams of Rose and Thorn, somehow muting the English opening returned. Becky Hopkins.
Gun dog! Gun dog! Gun dog.
The hero of tomorrow.
Little did you know that gays can defy gravity!
And the media hunter.
Here's the windup, the pitch. Who's outside of the park?
Guide your spirits. Conquer it. Bear conviction behind your flag. This is Tracing the Grand Line. Thank you to Dave Does Music for uploading an instrumental cover of Icarie, by the way. Very much helpful for us.
Yay, 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 yay,
yeah! How we doing?
Doing okay.
Pretty good.
Same. Can't even think what happened last time.
Oh, right, Luffy fucking died.
Oh, yeah, how about that? Becky uploaded a new One Piece comic.
The warning, the subject matter's a little gross.
Fair enough.
If you're seriously emetophobic, do not read it.
So I just
Nothing
realized,
graphic. Nothing graphic, just gross.
Also, I just realized, Isaac, you might have to bleep that to get past the demonetization.
Our singing?
No, but me saying the F word.
What F word? Oh, fuck? Okay.
And now I'll have to bleep you.
It's been a minute by now.
Oh, fuck you. I was gonna.
We'll see what happens.
I was gonna curse out YouTube, and then I accidentally cursed us more.
We'll see what
Yeah.
happens in the test recordings.
I have a feeling that intro is a minute on its own.
I mean the uploads anyway.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I got nothing. It's just been very slow. I finished a couple shows lately. I finished Buchikiri and I finished Bochi the Rock. And I'm about 2/3 through solo leveling.
I am almost done working on that massive My Little Pony comics video, and I think it'll be done before the weekend's over.
Excellent.
Nice.
I'm currently caught up on video stuff for the moment. I'm waiting for crossover stuff that we're deciding what to do after. And in the meantime, I'm working on my game.
Oh, right. Also, I'm starting my, not job, because I'm not getting paid, but, I'm starting my position as Casey's script supervisor.
Yay!
Cool.
Starting with the Totally Spy script, which, fitting timing, considering that show is having season 7 now.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, it
yeah.
returned. Yeah.
Second time I made that joke tonight.
Yeah.
Won't be the last.
No.
Somehow the joke returned. Anyway.
I guess that leads into our One Piece fun fact of the day. A One Piece cafe is opening in Vegas, and it's probably been open for a while by the time this goes up. We might have to do a segment from there.
Now, before we start covering the episodes, by this point in the manga, this batch of episodes would have begun the Hachan Sea Stroll cover story arc.
I'm back!
This one's a bit longer than the buggy one, I think. It's about 38. I'll just put a edit later, but for now, to get it started anyway, it literally begins with them escaping the Marines. He just jumps off the ship. It's like, so long, guys!
See ya!
So, and right now he's also in the middle of a fetch quest. He helps a panda shark who gives him meat, which he then gives to a castaway, who then gives him a ring, which turns out to be a wedding ring that belonged to a goldfish princess. She gives him a golden trident. Depending on what happens in the next batch, I will be going over some new characters that are actually important and will show up in the anime later.
Yep. Well, for now, episode 111, Dash for a Miracle, Alabasta Animal Land.
4Kids episode 79, Off the Hook.
Did Marina and or Pearl write this? That was the Off the Hook one, right?
What?
That was the one with Off the Hook, right?
Which one?
Splatoon 2.
Oh. Marina and Pearl, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We open on, holy shit, Toto struck water. And oh fuck, the storm.
There's so much water. This isn't going to be ironic in a second.
Through it all, Yuba lives on. Well, that's a bummer.
Toto at least got to be cool.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Luffy's dead face looks really funny.
So I forgot to list this joke that I put in my notes. But there was water now. Water enough at last.
It's not fair. It's just not fair.
Imagine, if you will, people referencing me 50 years after I'm dead.
But suddenly, while Crocodile was holding up the impaled Luffy, water's dripping onto him, and the water made it so Luffy could touch him, albeit briefly.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I'm sure that won't come back.
I legit did not notice that. That's... Imagine if you didn't bring that up, and I was just like, well, how the fuck? When was this set up?
Oh, I've got...
Go ahead.
I'll have an extra thing to bring up once we get to the final Crocodile fight.
Let me guess, 4 kids fucked something up.
Yes, but it's actually something that was set up previously.
Crocodile babbles on about how this will anger the rebel army and how, oh shit, Crocodile stabbed through the water. And Luffy, as if Luffy couldn't get any madder. Into the sand pit he goes.
Imagine getting sand in your open wound that went all the way through you.
Oh.
How would you even get it all out?
You wouldn't.
You never will. That's the neat part. You
don't.
Do you think Luffy to this day still has some sand in there?
It's like the ultimate sex on the beach experience.
It makes my nipples tingly.
Oh god.
It's water already.
Fitting in this arc.
Yep. Your winds will never vanquish us, you cowardly storm. You will never give in to the sand.
And there goes Yuba.
There goes the Yuba. There goes the Yuba.
There goes the Yuba. The city is gone.
Back with the crew, they're killing time as only they know how. Usopp, stop line, and Chopper.
And that's the reason crabs are bow-legged. Usopp is just Calvin's dad.
Yep. Let's see. Zoro.
I love how Zoro is doing an actual camel clutch with eyelash.
Yep. His form's a little off, but he's got the spirit right.
Yeah. He didn't bring his weights with him. He has to make do.
Now, Eli, do you know what a camel clutch looks like?
No. It's just something I happen to remember.
I know. I was gonna have a segment of can you describe it?
No.
Okay, I'll get a picture. So you can just Google camel clutch, Isaac. You'll find dozens of pictures. Basically, you put your opponent's arms around your legs when you're behind them. Don't clasp the arms around their chin. Pull back.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
A very simple hold.
Also, when Zoro goes, "Stop whining. Just say what's on your mind, or shut up, Sanji. Titty. Stop saying what's on your mind."
Yeah, I was getting to that. Yeah. Our requisite Sanji and Zoro bickering, and hey, the first instance of the Mosshead nickname. Also, I've been getting Casey caught up to where we are, and we just started Little Garden last night. When their fucking contest started, she's just like, "Would you two just fuck already?"
Just fuck already.
Pretty much.
One of us. One of us.
Also, it's Sanji, not Zanji. This is
I corrected myself.
I know.
No, the ship name is Zosan.
Zanji is a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's one of the 6 samurai.
Also, whichever one of them said you want to go at it, I was just like, not in front of Chopper. Not in front of Chopper.
I like that Vivi's the one to calm the crew, even if Nami knocks her one.
Yeah, if we tear each other apart, we've already lost, and she's got a point.
Full speed scissors. Also, what Nami said to Vivi the other night. By the way, yeah, the crab's name is Scissors. Sure, probably
Does he have a sister?
Heh.
Smoker and Tashigi are heading to Alabarna, apparently on Smoker's Power Wheels.
Pow, power wheels, pow, pow, power wheels.
Yeah.
Pow, pow, power makes it smoke.
I always wanted a Power Wheels when I was a kid. Never got
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not. I have vague memories of cracking my head open on a while riding one of those Fisher Price red and yellow Toby Fox cars when I was 4.
I did have one of those as a kid and never cracked my head on it, but
Again, I can't remember if that's true or not, but I have vague memories of it.
There was definitely one of those at the daycare my brother and I used to go to.
I know my sister fell out of a little red wagon and hit her head on a trip to the zoo once, and she just laughed it off.
This has the
And she
energy.
was like- and she was like a little toddler at the time, I think.
This has the energy of Isaac. Can you cut in that clip from Best of the Worst?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear any of that. I got lost in thought. I was thinking about just beating somebody's head in with the back end of a rifle.
I thought this was our pathetic attempt at imitating the Scar comparing scene from Jaws.
Either I thought this was us doing Terra's bit from RDA.
Could be both. Anyway, they're going to either help the Royal Army or capture the Straw Hats. Well, Tashigi is. Smoker's going back to sea. And Smoker's goggles. Oh my god. I don't remember them, but I wrote them down.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see if Google can help. I don't think they're fucking deal with it shades.
Yeah.
Those look good though. I'm not gonna lie. But no, I can't find them. Shit's about to go down, to put it less eloquently than Smoker did. Tashigi mobilizes the troops to take on the Straw Hats, and speaking of, apparently the moving crabs can't swim.
But
What kind of crab are you?
a perverted crab, apparently.
Yeah. Usopp points out how goddamn idiotic this is.
Because they're running on water thanks to pervert power. And I do love the one line from, I think, either Usopp or Zoro. Great, now we've got 2 animals in heat.
Yeah. And what
He
exactly?
was referring to Sanji.
And what exactly is this solve? What exactly is this solve, Chopper? Nothing.
So, probably up there with one of the most pointless 4Kids changes.
Oh boy.
You know when the Straw Hats are seeing that Scissors is about to run right into the river? Where there are individual reaction shots for each of them, and there's a split second of black frame between each of them. For whatever reason, 4Kids cut those frames out.
I think it's just because it's black frames are an annoyance in editing.
Eh.
So I actually
Fair
did that
enough.
change. Like, if you're watching a thing and there's just a single frame of nothing, you notice it.
Nobody knows they saw it, but they did.
Thank you. Big black frame.
Oh, I found a picture of Smoker's goggles.
Thank you.
Shout out to the website fancaps.net. Very useful for finding it for screen caps for various TV shows, especially anime.
Hell yeah.
Give me a sec. I will put it in the group chat as soon as
Did you find it?
computer
Yeah.
cooperates with me. Well, no, I just there. And I will copy paste the actual image too. I just also wanted to link to it.
Yeah, they look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just also wanted to link to it. So
They kind of look like
Because-
cigar holders. Fittingly.
I mean, of course they do. My whole personality is smoking.
Can we get Smoker going into hacking Jack's fine smokables from Futurama?
Eh.
Yeah. Where is it? As the crew reaches the... Yeah, got rid of that. So yeah, he's just running on water. Good for him.
But unfortunately, pervert power only takes them so far.
Does that mean he finished?
Yeah.
I don't feel good about that either, frankly.
You shouldn't.
Oh.
And
Anyway,
And,
the crew press is on.
now-
Good.
Now I feel a little uncomfortable with the line that I said that I put later because they happened to run into a giant catfish, and I was like, needs more tartar sauce.
Did someone say tartar sauce?
But
The crew
they
press.
get saved by the kung fu dugongs.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
The crew presses. Yeah. Vivi, stop leaving stuff out. Not mermaids. They're dugongs. The dugongs think the crew are Luffy's pupils, so we're across the shore now. Hooray!
Unfortunately, they have no way of getting back to Alabarna in time until
It's Karu and the whole car crew.
Yeah.
This is the Supersonic Duck Squadron. Along with Karu, we've got Stomp, Ivan X, Cowboy, Bourbon Jr., Kentaurus, and Hikoichi. Collect the whole set.
someone's cheating. You can only run 3 copies of Sonic Duck.
Clearly, 3 of them are Sonic Chick.
Eh. Meanwhile, we cut to Luffy doing number 4's Buried in the Sand song. Na 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 na, buried in the sand.
Meat!
And then Luffy suffocated and died. The end. But no, Robin saved him.
Yep, of all people. Anyway, let's plow through my notes here. Robin with the save. Well, I was half right in my prediction. I'll take it.
Why do you fight? Those of you with the name of D.
Oh. Apparently you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. It's Luffy. That's to be expected. Oh
Yeah.
shit, Pel's alive.
Yeah. You can move pretty well for somebody with a broken spine, pal.
He probably thinks that she killed Luffy. Robin points out that this is a comically mismatched fight, and also Luffy could really use the help.
Yeah. I mean, Luffy technically did save Vivi.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Pell, I hope Luffy isn't craving chicken.
Meat! Uh-oh. Oh yeah, and Vivi safe later, Robin!
Yeah.
I keep getting
And no
lost.
shit, we got a lot of rebels.
Yep. Luffy want meat now! Can we talk about Robin's alligator transport? I guess
I don't think we have talked about it.
it's only shown up here.
Oh,
We talked about Bungie, but
I thought you
not
said
the
in past
alligator.
tense.
Yeah.
So.
I said, can we talk about?
Okay.
I honestly kind of forgot about it after everything else.
It's very much just Bunchy 2.
Yeah.
This one's
How many-
faster.
How many reptiles can you ride, Robin?
Too bad it's not tomorrow, or it'd be Flatfoot Friday.
As for Becky, it's Tumultuous Tits Thursday.
Yeah.
Then again, that's every day. And every day is Earth Day because we recycle. So if I'm getting my history right, Crocodile is Ronald Reagan, and this is Iran-Contra.
I'll assume you're correct because none of my U.S. history classes ever got to the
Yeah,
Reagan
we're
administration.
Americans. Please correct us. Koza and the Rebel Army are on their way to Alabarna. Shit. Double shit. The Royal Army are prepping their defenses. It's going to be a bloodbath. The Rebel Army seems to total 2 million. Goddamn.
That's a lot of rebels.
How many people even live in Alabasta?
It's a big ass island, so
I assume it's just encompassing like the entire Middle East.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
But yeah, Chaka knows something's up, but first they gotta defend. They evacuate citizens, probably for the best. But it turns out Miss Merry Christmas and Mr. Four have captured the real king. God, poor Cobra. He just wants the two sides to not fight.
I can't stand waiting. Yeah, but you're on meth.
Yeah, like,
For Miss Merry Christmas.
yes.
Chaka, hell, please kill me so I don't have to listen to her.
Make it end. Make it end for the love of God.
So, when we see that shot of Cobra tied up by Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas, in addition to removing the blood, they also remove the gag from his mouth.
I guess they didn't want kids discovering a bondage still fetish?
Or imitating it.
It's more
Oh,
that he
that's
has like ropes tied.
Yeah,
to
okay,
his
best
mouth.
not to have kids imitate that. I'll understand
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Considering that was a thing back in the day.
Kids, don't choke yourselves.
Nope, you'll die. A kid in my school actually did die that way.
Ask David Carradine. Oh, wait, you can't.
Oh, boy.
The more you know.
Anyway, lots of moving pieces at the moment.
Yeah, that bit where we see the map from above where all the players in the story are heading towards Alabarna, 4Kids cut that out.
Yeah.
Well, 4Kids thinks kids are stupid. Wouldn't that make it easier?
Yeah.
Back in Nanohana, by God, that's Igorem's mop music.
How are you alive?
In One Piece, people can survive explosions.
My hair blocked it.
Also, I thought maybe they explain it later.
Yeah, aside from that weird ending, I think this is a good episode dealing with the fallout from the previous one.
Yep.
Yeah, it like satisfying conclusion to the cliffhanger from the previous one.
Everything's coming together.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's all
All
coming
coming
together.
And speaking of, episode 112, Rebel Army versus Royal Army showdown at Alabarna. We open on Pell being asked.
Frozen.
Yep, I forgot.
4Kids episode 80, Rebel Rousers.
That's borderline, you know.
So, during the opening where we see that shot of the rebels charging towards Alabarna, not only is one of their guns painted blue, but apparently there was one shot where there was a guy holding his sword by the blade. 4Kids edited it so he was holding it by the hilt instead.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Why was he holding it by the blade anyway?
No one ever said the rebels were smart.
Yeah.
It point the pointy part at your enemies.
Yeah, we open on Pell being asked for meat by Luffy. You don't need food now. That's the least of your worries. Sir, you don't know who you're talking to.
Yeah, that's blasphemy to him.
Who is this person? The one who's going to save your ass?
Pell goes for a doctor, but Luffy only needs 3 things. Meat, water, and knowledge of where Crocodile is so he can kick his ass. Oh shit, the rebels are almost at Alabarna. Both armies are ready, but can Vivi reach them before the fighting begins?
Hurry, we're losing precious time, but are you losing glory days?
That one's for Isaac and I.
I get it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX opening 4, Becky.
Ah, okay.
Oh hey, there's the crew on the ducks. The officer agents are outside Alabarna to stop them, though. Of course, they can't stop bickering.
What are we supposed to do if they don't show up?
I wrote that too. Who put Mr. 4 on lookout?
They're over there.
Ducks! They're on ducks! And I instantly thought, that's a duck, man!
Duck! That's a duck, man!
Don't ask anyone here to do math, please.
Just, also, Mr. 2's whole fighting style is just, look out, they're dancing aggressively at us!
Funny they can't do math, considering half of them have numbers as code names.
Yeah.
We can only count that high.
Yeah. Although, actually, I think I'll wait until the actual Sanji fight starts.
Smartly, everyone's dressed the same, so Vivi can't be targeted. It's just not a fair thing to do, you know?
Who said it was fair?
We're pirates, we don't fight fair.
And then explosions happen.
Yeah, so the Straw Hats are splitting up to confuse their numbers.
Oh shit, that fucker exploded. The group splits and tries to fight off everyone, and the officer agents do likewise. 4.
And that's Vivi impression, Zoro.
Mr. 2 ended up chasing Usopp and Eyelash, Mr. 1 and Miss Doublefinger, Nami and Zoro, and Mr. 4 and Miss Merry Christmas by Sanji and Chopper.
So, when the Straw Hats reveal themselves, in the Funimation dub, they say, too bad, you lose. But in the 4Kids dub, they straight up say, nah, 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 nah. What? No, stick your head in doo-doo? Though I guess Crocodile already took care of that.
I mean, in fairness, Usopp did that against Chew, and it was great, because we got,
Yeah.
that's right, stood.
Also, cry havoc and let's slip the ducks of war.
Can Koza even stop everyone? At this point? I feel like there's too many to hear his commands. Vivi is, of course, looking for Koza. Cobra remains tied up. And boy, that cannonball was suspiciously badly timed. It's a Baroque
Damn it,
marksman.
the smoke concealed her. Speaking of concealing, when the Billions member has that reveal that he's an agent with the tattoo, the 4Kids version actually upped the blurriness on the tattoo before the close-up, I guess to increase the dramatic reveal a bit.
That's stupid.
Weird. Though I'm honestly surprised they left the tattoo in at all.
I'm just surprised this Billions member was stupid enough to even get Baroque Works tattooed on him.
Or not, hide it. Vivi continued. Good.
You're not hiring the brightest bulbs in the socket here, Crocodile.
No, but I'm hiring a lot of them.
Yeah, that's why he's not a numbers agent and he's one of the Billions.
I just hire a lot of people, and they kind of we throw them at the wall and see if they stick. Well, other people do. I can't. I can only throw with one hand.
The Zap Brannigan strategy.
Exactly. Vivi continues to call out for Koza. It's not working, and he goes right past her. And for added measure, Vivi's about to be trampled, though Karu makes the save. Alas, the battle begins. Karu got fucked up.
Yeah, like it's really quite sad, especially because there's that shot of Koza running right past Vivi without either of them realizing it, and then Karu has to step in to protect her because the rebel army is trampling her without even realizing it.
Yeah.
But Karu lives, all the way, thankfully.
Yep. Vivi's not giving up, though. She's got to keep fighting. That's what Luffy taught her, after all. Why is Usopp on a horse? Oh, forget about that bird. Oh, shit, that's not Usopp. And Usopp definitely knew Karu. How does Blind Clay know about the bandages? But what he doesn't know about them is what's under them. Specifically, X marks. X marks, the real ones. That explains why Steve Yurko has that as a tattoo.
Yeah, the 2-layer disguise was a really smart idea from Zoro.
Yep.
Yeah, I honestly didn't see that coming.
You gotta give me some credit. I'm more than just swords,
Yeah, Zoro's not. Yeah, Zoro isn't the stupidest member of the crew.
Stab you! Yep, that's him.
Phil Vivi time to kick his ass. Vivi's in danger, or not.
Yeah, unfortunately, he was several ranks above her back when she was in Baroque Works, and there's a reason.
Yeah, I want Nami and Vivi to do things, goddammit.
Vivi is doing things, she's just not getting a fight.
Yeah.
It's a good episode. Like, it's got that really effective moment where the Billions interfere with Vivi trying to stop the rebels, and the war is on despite her best efforts, and she's got to run to the capital and try and stop it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's tense in the best way.
Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Episode 113, Alabarna Greaves, the Fierce Captain Karu.
4Kids episode 81, Too Bad. TWO.
Oh, God! I was like, that's... Can you just put in the Mario Sunshine, too bad?
See, I was going to say, as in, too bad you will die.
We open on Sanji going to help Vivi, who's up an eyelash being sent to help Chopper. Oh shit, Sanji's caught in the crossfire. Well, he knocked out both sides.
Yeah.
Oh shit again, Chopper was sneak attacked. It's Miss Merry Christmas and very slowly Mr. 4.
He does everything very slowly.
Oh, that's amazable!
Yeah.
He real strong.
He put all of his points into strength, nothing else.
Yep. Meanwhile, Vivi's facing Mr. 2, who's unfortunately very powerful and surprisingly fast.
Yeah. You see, you two can't get away!
Karu's doing what he can, but he's still going. Good for him. Vivi's gonna fight him again, but Karu is running for a cliff. Oh, fuck, he ran up. Well, tried to run up it. His wings handle the rest, though, thankfully.
Come on, Karu, fly! So, when Karu protects Vivi in the original, you see flashbacks of him with the Straw Hats and with young Vivi. Yep, you guessed it. 4 kids cut those out.
Why?
They hate flashbacks.
Do they not realize that flashbacks are free padding? Do they think kids are too stupid to understand what flashbacks are?
Either that, or they probably don't want things to get too heavy in a quote-unquote kid show.
Then don't make it!
But money.
Smack it out of their hands.
But money.
God. What do you mean? God.
But unfortunately, Mr. 2 is running up after them.
What do you mean you can run off walls? Yeah. Vivi sees the battle going on and realizes she won't be able to find Koza, so she goes for Chaka instead. Oh fuck, Karu got shot, and he no-sold that shit! Well, for a while, he does eventually collapse.
Yeah, he's running on pure adrenaline at this point. I don't blame him.
Stay out of my way, Ducky! And then, Duck Spear!
Duck attack!
Duck Spear! It's the Supersonic Duck Squadron and Sanji! It's time for Mr. Prince to let the princess save the day.
Oh, Sanji, you're here too. Same energy as, oh, Misawa, you're here too.
Yeah.
You're here too.
Not gonna lie, this is probably tied with the best rescue Sanji's ever made.
I don't like that we got 2 of those this early.
No, one of them is later.
Okay, good. I thought you were referring to Mr. Prince from earlier.
That one's up there as well, but yeah. I'm referring to something that happens later.
Gotcha. Bon Clay's gonna face Sanji kick for kick. Oh yeah, Bon Clay did seal Usopp's goggles, huh?
Yep.
Apparently Bon Clay's a cook too.
What would he even cook?
It'll make sense a lot later on.
The secret ingredient is love and also glitter.
He probably cooks nothing but French dishes.
Meanwhile, with Zoro, he's facing off against Mr. 1 and Miss Doublefinger, with Nami and the Ducks running the cheering section. Come on, Zoro, this is why we keep you around. Where was I? The two walk right past Zoro and head straight for Nami. Oh shit.
Yeah. Take out the weakest member first, apparently.
Well, fuck. That's not good.
Meanwhile, we cut back to the fight with Mr. 4 and Miss Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Sanji, why did you leave the child alone?
Yeah, Chopper got shot.
I thought Usopp would take care of it. Oh god. Apparently it's a professionalism to aim for Nami, who's too hard on herself. She's a good fighter. I wish she was in more fights, and then she ran. Damn it.
Yeah.
Usopp's at the south. Good.
I mean, she does get a fight, but it's next episode.
Okay.
Not next episode.
Next set.
Next set of episodes. Yeah.
But yeah. Sure enough, they're under the goddamn ground.
Yeah. Mr. Fourn's a number 4 batter with a dog. None of that jibber jabber makes sense.
Apparently, Miss Merry Christmas ate the mole fruit.
Okay, so cum fruit speculation. First off, how many mole furries are there out there?
To which I said, Becky, the wind in the willows.
I'm sure that caused an awakening for some people. Also, fun fact, did you know that some mole species have huge clits?
Food for thought.
I don't want to think about that with Miss Merry Christmas.
No.
Oh God. So,
I'm coming. Come.
Okay, no, that's getting cut. Boy, is that getting cut. I hope.
So the momo fruit or the mogu mogu fruit is one of the rare fruits without one of the rare zone fruits without a model name.
Okay.
I mean, there's not really many variations you can do on a mole.
Yeah. Oh, that's still a baseball.
Although I will say it'd be pretty cool if she was a star-nosed mole.
There you
go.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think they're the cool kind of freaky.
Gun puppy.
The gun doggle.
Hi, gun doggy.
So somehow inanimate objects can eat devil fruits too.
So this is Lasso, Mr. Four's dog, who is a gun.
He is a gun that ate the dog fruit, model dachshund.
Mm-hmm.
Just
But I don't know how this power gives him the ability to shoot explosive baseballs.
By a sneeze.
Maybe that was the original function of the gun.
Huh.
like
So
it was,
it was like a baseball pitcher.
yeah. It was. Do they have batting cages in the One Piece universe?
I mean, honestly, how do you think Mr. Four practiced?
Fair.
Frankly, not a bad fighting style for a guy who can barely move. The ball's a time bomb, as Chopper points out, and Mr. Four hits it real hard. Though the idea of Mr. Four doing calculations is laughable.
Yes, even One Piece found an excuse to shove in an anime baseball episode.
Yeah, except the balls are time bombs. So in the original, because they got blown up, there were trails of smoke coming off Chopper when Usopp first showed up, and out of Usopp's mouth when he gets blown up. Obviously, 4Kids removed those.
Yep.
It's only okay when Smoker does it.
Apparently. The balls and bat weigh a ton, of course.
4 times.
Yep. Chopper and Usopp bicker, and we learn that Lasso's a dachshund, K. Are we clear? Very much no.
They just say it's a secret technique, and that's all the explanation we get.
God damn it, Usopp.
Have my body buried at sea when I'm gone.
Also, for the record, I'm not doing a come fruit section for the gun dog.
It's a dog.
Because it's a dog.
Yeah.
And a gun.
Neither of which you should fuck.
But you should stick them in soup. Oh wait, no, it's
Ramen.
you should stick them in curry.
Ramen.
Ram, that's it. Stick them in ramen.
Also, Usopp, don't insult Chopper's nose. That's a weak point for him. Although that joke when they're bickering and Miss Merry Christmas rebukes them, then they bow and apologize. Yep, you guessed it. Cut from the 4Kids version.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, another thought. Do you think they're going to keep the gun dog in the live action version?
Yes.
I hope so.
We can only hope.
I want to see the special effects for that.
Spinball. Whoa, what the fuck?
No. Before that, we actually do get to see what Miss Merry Christmas looks like when she goes Mo hybrid, and Usopp mistakes her for a penguin.
I'm going mole mode!
So, now I can finally tell you about Miss Merry Christmas. So, in case you don't know, the 4Kids dub called her Miss Groundhog's Day because the joke wasn't on the nose enough. And instead of Usopp calling her a penguin, the joke there is that he calls her a mole when she's actually a woodchuck.
What?
Well, look, if 4Kids... Sorry, go ahead.
You first.
Well, look, if 4Kids is gonna mix up her species, I'm gonna do it too. I'm alright! Nobody worry about me!
Also, at one point, I'll save that for next episode. But you know how this episode ends on that awesome cliffhanger where Usopp gets blown up with the baseball?
Yep.
Not in the 4Kids version.
Come on!
Well, okay, we see the shot of the ball heading towards him, but we don't see the actual explosion.
Okay.
It's weird also with the really high detail they put on those at that point.
Yeah.
Episode 114. Sworn on a Friend's Dream, the Battle of Molehill Block 4.
4Kids episode 82, extra innings.
That's not bad.
Eh.
I'll allow that.
I just instinctively groan at 4Kids titles.
As you should.
Also, when Chopper you first.
I'm just gonna say, and with good cause.
Also, when Chopper transforms, Miss Merry Christmas is like, and I was thinking you were just a normal person all this time. He has fur!
A very hairy person.
Yeah.
We open on the ball approaching Usopp and, of course, exploding. Like it should.
Yeah. Yeah. Usopp goes through absolute hell in this fight. I don't know how he survives.
I don't either.
Except that every character in One Piece is made of iron.
It's a cartoon. They're cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, Usopp literally has Looney Tunes levels of invulnerability.
Yeah.
Well, this is Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
The battle continues, but Rogueworks fights Dirty. And by Dirty, I mean trying to chop Usopp's dick off.
Yeah. At one point, Chopper calls her a dirty mole, which just made me think, dirty hoe.
Oh, God. Usopp seemingly vanished. Oh, he's in the tunnels. There could be some literal pitfalls when you fall like this, or fight like this. I like
You
the
sneaky little... I do, but thankfully, Usopp realized. Actually, you go first.
I do love the form change dodge that
The Chopper does.
Chopper
yeah.
does.
Like an after image thing.
But thankfully, Usopp realizes that all of the tunnels underground are connected, so he uses that against him and sneaks up behind Mr. Four for an Usopp pound!
He's just pounding it. Pounding it.
For the purposes of Twitch, that was me hitting my hand against my other hand. I want to make that very clear.
Yeah. Just...
Anyway.
Yeah, he hits Mr. Four with a quote-unquote 5-ton hammer. I'm sure that's accurate.
Ultimate pound!
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
And of course, afterwards he's posing and looking all cool and saying he's Captain Usopp. And I love how in Japanese Usopp was going, thank you, baby, in English.
I just want some fucking Gurren Lagann explosions behind him.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's always funny when we hear a Japanese voice actor say baby in the original Japanese.
Just wait till we get to Frankie.
Oh, boy. Yeah. And we get what I've been waiting for since Miss Merry Christmas' power was revealed. Fucking whack-a-mole.
Yay!
Yeah, it's great when Usopp starts playing whack-a-mole with her.
And yet after all this, he'll probably only get enough tickets to buy a crappy spider ring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that back to Kaya!
Aww!
Aww. Although in the 4Kids dub, his one-liner before he starts playing whack-a-mole with her is, how much ground can a groundhog hog if a groundhog's ground up good?
But you said she's all... Oh my god! But lest we forget, we get the return of Rubber Band of Doom! Always happy to see the Rubber Band of Doom.
Yeah.
Usopp takes credit for all the wins the Straw Hats have gotten against Baroqueworks, and Chopper's eating this up. 5 tons! 5 tons! Turns out it's not really good.
Saying he commands 8,000 men.
Turns out it's not
That was
really...
8 million.
Turns out it's not really a 5-ton hammer. It's just 2 frying pans disguised with paper.
Yeah. Of course it was a fake. Usopp can't lift 5 tons.
5 tons!
So you think Mr. Four got knocked out because frying pan, or do you think at least part of that was placebo effect?
I think Mr. Four just fell over like a turtle and couldn't get up.
Let's not forget his brain is running at a slower speed than everyone else.
It took him a few minutes to register the hit.
He's literally a slowpoke.
Yeah.
I thought of it earlier, yeah. Miss Merry Christmas starts mole swimming, how very secco, and she opens up a hole right behind Usopp, smacking him in the face.
With Momo Banana.
I don't get the banana thing.
Is it because the claws look like bananas?
I guess.
I didn't even think of that. I just thought it was random.
That or Baroqueworks and Crocodile in particular probably just have some kind of weird banana fixation.
Chopper's got dozens and dozens of baseball aimed at him. Time to rumble up. He uses scope right as a Gurren Lagann style layered explosion happens, and we check in with Vivi looking for Koza or Chaka. She flames plant. Good.
Before we do that, you remember back in Drum Island when 4Kids inserted that random interlude to talk about Chopper's fruit, the deer tails? Well, for some reason they inserted another one smack in the middle of this fight to basically explain the 3 types of devil fruits, or cursed fruits. Zoan, Logia, and Paramecia. Although for some reason they misspelled Paramecia as Paramythia.
It's a real word!
Yeah, it's another 2-minute interlude and it accomplishes nothing. And it even spoils some devil fruits we only see later in the arc.
It's a real medical term!
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
They're being stupid. That's what they're doing.
Maybe it's a translation error because based on something I saw later. But
Isaac, can you cut in the clip from New Legacy Inc. Paul Heyman going, "What are you doing?" I'm saying it now so I can just send it to you easily.
Yep.
Anyway.
But I will give you the short version of this without spoiling anything, since it was brought up here.
Okay.
Basically, there are 3 major categories of devil fruit: Zoan, Logia, and Paramecia. Zoan you're familiar with by now. You can turn into whatever animal the fruit's type is, or a hybrid between the
I think
two.
we talked about this when Chopper first showed up.
But
because I remember.
Yeah, because it was also the same with Dalton.
Yeah, and also Ace is the Logia type.
Yeah, Logias are elemental fruits, like the kind Ace and Smoker have. And 4Kids says here that these are the most powerful devil fruits, which, that's honestly debatable, given what we'll see later.
4Kids is already on my shit list. They shouldn't start power scaling to get further up that list.
And the Paramecia...
They wouldn't have known.
I'm just saying I hate power scaling.
And the Paramecia types are everything else, including the Gum Gum fruit, although, well, we'll come back to that later. Supposedly, they're called Paramecia because they're the fruits that are looked down upon, like they're practically nothing. But much like an epithet user or a stand user, really a fruit is only as powerful as how creative you get with it.
Yep. But yeah.
Anyway, back to the Rebel Army invading.
Yes. Where was I? I'm trying to find it. Oh, yeah. Vivi face plants but keeps going, remembering what her dad told her, and the Straw Hats. And as the smoke clears, Chopper looks to be down, but he keeps the scope on.
Yeah. Focus Chopper, and he got blowed up again.
Yeah, this is where Miss Merry Christmas was about to rip Usopp's dick off.
Yeah. Usopp will be fine, will he?
I was gonna make a joke, but probably best to wait post-time skip for that joke.
She ends up destroying like this ancient ruins that they're fighting next to, and I love how you can see Usopp's eyes poking out like cartoon eyeballs when also the yes when Usopp gets scared.
Yeah. But yeah, the Usopp Flanders scream.
Yeah. Now, of course, because Miss Merry Christmas is no longer a mole, but a woodchuck, according to 4Kids, they renamed all of her attacks.
Oh, no.
Woodchuck Banana, Woodchuck Highway, and in lieu of Momo Impact, we get Woodchuck Wallbanger.
Why? This is one of the ones where I need to know why they changed it. I have to know. Because it just bugs me to no end that it's such a pointless, stupid change. Like, is it because moles are a thing on people's faces? That's the only possible logic I can think, and it's stupid logic there.
Rosen, I don't waste brain cells trying to figure this out.
That's fair.
It just happens.
Probably for the best, yeah. Anyway, Usopp surmises that she'll crack her head on the remains of a wall, but instead she just plows right through it, and he gets some ruins on him. Chopper, you gotta focus. Because of course Usopp's fine. He's somehow more of a cartoon than Luffy is. There's a Flanders scream.
And then Chopper gets the idea, because the holes are all connected, to make Lasso sneeze into them and fill them up with the explosive balls.
Yep.
That's like a nuke going off almost.
It's
Yeah.
the same logic as people who pour molten metal into anthills.
Yeah.
Again, the riff tracks for Kingdom of the Spiders, where their solution is to just like set fire to the spider hill. Burn, you son of a bitches!
And just when Usopp is still standing after all that, I just thought, breaking news, local man too stupid to die.
And as you can see, the flowers are still standing.
And this is where they reveal to Usopp and Chopper that Luffy got quote-unquote killed.
Sure he did.
She pushed the button.
And oh fuck, Usopp is pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick. Kaboom! Chopper, you might want to help out Usopp, and then how, some fucking how, Mr. 4 and Miss Merry Christmas are not only alive, but awake, and they're after revenge. Miss Merry Christmas says that Luffy's dead, how wrong she is, but it's not enough to set off Usopp, who thankfully knows it's a lie.
Yeah. It's a lie! Anyway.
I was waiting for Isaac to do it, but yeah.
Just...
I also don't know how much of that is a spoiler right these days.
I would say just that phrase is fine.
Yeah. Anyway. Shall we move on to episode 115?
Yes.
Yes.
Big opening day today, the copy montage.
4Kids episode 83, Blow Up.
I'm just thinking, that's like a command, like a fucking Inumaki from from Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah. Shit yourself.
I was gonna say, just the fear and shit yourself.
Yeah! We got to Casey and I got to the Freerin meme. The one where she's holding a thing.
Well, and say what you will about how far this podcast ends up getting, we at least saw this through long enough to see the end of Believe, which is somewhat impressive.
It's the last time we're hearing it. I can't believe it.
Yeah?
I think we all officially believe in Wonderland now. We would be driven insane if we didn't.
And now we're heading towards the light, like Usopp will be in a second.
Yep.
I mean, on one hand, cool, but on the other hand...
I know, we'll get to it in a bit. I have a thing. We open on Usopp defending Luffy against the accusations of death. So there's no chance he'd let himself die here. Ron. That's a new one.
No, she's been saying moron, Ron a lot.
I just think of the McRoy bit. I hate you, Ron. I hate you so much. Oh man, that hurts my Ron esteem.
Because someday he's going to become the king of the pirates. Now, I probably don't need to tell you this, but the part where Usopp grits his teeth so hard his gums bleed in response to Miss Merry Christmas laughing at Luffy's apparent death was cut from the 4Kids.
You could cut the blood, but keep the teeth gritting. Like, you don't have to cut the whole thing, just cut the blood. Usopp is mad, and he's got some advice for Chopper. A real man, no matter how terrifying, hideous, or corrupt his enemy may be, no matter how slim that chance, the real man will fight. Oh shit!
Note that he says this while getting dragged through another wall.
Yeah, he is taking some damage. And Usopp's about to be clubbed.
And he's about to take a lot more because we get intersection number 4.
Yeah, this was brutal, and maybe the most disgusting shot I've seen in the show. We get an X-ray of him where his fucking nose shatters into like 30 pieces.
And his skull cracks.
Oh my god, it's like a fucking Mortal Kombat KO move.
Like, well, that's what happens when you get hit with a 4-ton bat.
Yeah, like, oh fuck, he looks like Squidward at points.
Yeah, like, Usopp gets beaten the fuck out of in this fight. Like, naturally, 4Kids had to cut around a lot of that.
I really don't blame them cutting the fucking skull thing, even though it's awesome.
Yeah, they remove the blood drops when he gets hit by the bat. They cut out the X-ray shot.
Yeah.
And they cut right to that shot of him somersaulting through the air.
Did they at least keep his nose looking like a crinkle fry?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't avoid that.
Also because I think they were going for more goofy, less brutal. 4Kids renamed the attack to Woodchuck Batter Blaster.
I don't hate that, actually.
Batter Blaster sounds like a Blizzard flavor.
Or a euphemism.
I was about to say, or a sex thing.
Yeah. And when Usopp is somersaulting down through the air, they add a Wile E. Coyote-style descending note line. Yee! Boom!
Usopp, super genius.
I mean, he's got that same energy.
Yep. Except Usopp actually succeeds sometimes.
Yeah.
In another universe, in another universe, would we be protesting the removal of Usopp for Acme?
Yeah. Oh, we gotta have that art. So write that down in the doc, Becky. And the other things we put in the chat. Because I forgot to put those.
Also, at one point, Chopper's like, Usopp's not a coward, you hear me? I mean...
Not right now!
No.
There are times when a real man must stay and fight instead of running, no matter what. Like now, when a friend's true dream is laughed at by someone.
Yep.
Just,
Usopp.
goddamn, you have to respect Usopp for still standing after all.
Yeah, Usopp's the fucking man right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luffy is not dead. He's going to be king of the pirates someday. I know he will. That is one thing that I will never let you laugh at. Never!
The Luffy's not dead. I'm so glad the Luffy's not dead. Just the claps. Just the claps. That was just for me. Usopp declares that Luffy can't be dead. He knows Luffy will be king of the pirates, and you never gonna let anyone laugh at that idea. Good thing Usopp's a great impressionist. Oh wait, I skipped ahead a bit. Chopper with the fucking Yakuza shirt rip.
Another edit, just the image of Kiryu's shirtless back, but it's Chopper's head from the back.
See, I'm just wondering, could Chopper even get his back tattooed? I think the fur would get in the way.
You can shave him.
Paint on it.
What you do is just shave him, then tattoo him.
I don't
You
want
shave
to.
it- Either that or you shave it in the pattern you want tattoo.
Yeah, there you go.
Or just paint on it.
James Chopper feels wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he's got a new form he's been saving. Horn point. Horn point there. Horn point there. Anyway.
But thankfully they use a combination attack where he has Chopper get behind Miss Merry Christmas, who's charging towards him, trying to do another Mr. 4 trying to do another intersection number 4. Yep. But Usopp jumps out of his shoes, pushes Miss Merry Christmas into Chopper's horns, and remember how good Usopp was at imitating voices? Chekhov's skill.
Yep.
He tricks Mr. 4 into hitting Miss Merry Christmas with the
Directly in the face. Oh my god.
Miss Merry Christmas gets fucking clobbered, which 4 kids cut out.
Yeah,
except for the part where she gets, except for the part where she gets sent flying.
Yeah, you keep the blasting off again because you have a precedent for that. But God, yeah, her nose is obliterated.
Also, shout out to Usopp and Chopper beating Mr. 4 with the hammer comment.
Just launching a hammer via a chopper horn slingshot.
Usopp using a really big slingshot? That'd never happen again. Just,
King, you drop this.
No.
Anyway.
Just fucking... And then, of course, Lasso sneezes out one last baseball and blows them all up.
Yeah. We need to find a doctor. Chopper!
That's you! Oh, yeah!
It's like the bit in Samurai Cop where the security guard's like, call security. You are security! Call me then. Steve! A lot of references there. I'm meeting my quota. Anyway. Oh, God. Alright, back to the ravages of completely preventable war.
Also, 4 kids cut out the part where Koza slices down a random Alabasta soldier
Yeah,
here.
fine. Can't even be mad at this point.
That bullet for Nanohana is still in you.
What? Yeah,
He's
Koza's
starting to get treated.
He's gonna die!
Yeah.
Die to the country.
He doesn't care at this point.
Yeah, fair.
Vivi running out through the bombed-out streets of Baghdad. I mean, Alabasta.
Yeah, holy shit. I really hate They're still irrelevant.
Yeah.
And I did make the mistake of looking up searching Alabasta on Twitter. Is Alabasta relevant again?
Characters are, but that's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's just like that. Oh, my head, brains.
It's just character stuff, and it'll make more sense later.
Your head brains as opposed to your butt brains?
Yes.
And then we get a really stupid moment, because for some reason,
Yes!
the palace guards don't recognize the fucking princess.
Halt! Are you with the Rebel Army? What?
Do you know any other person with blue hair?
Yeah.
No, Isaac, it's dumber than that. Keep in mind, these are the palace guards, i.e., the people whose job it is to know who Vivi is.
Well, anyone can dye their hair blue, apparently. Even though there's only one person who...
They don't have water to use the hair dye with. Are you the person who you look exactly like? Idiots! Fucking idiots!
And naturally, in the face of this, Vivi just goes, "Take me to Chaka."
Oh my god! I was just fucking blown away by how stupid those guards are.
Yeah. In fairness, this is a war. Nobody's thinking clearly, but even so.
Even so, like, if you're every day, your one job is to protect this one person, and you see them coming, and you're like, who are you? Like, at that point, it's instinct.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, they don't know about Mr. 2.
Yeah, so
As
they
far
have
as-
even less of an
as far as-
excuse.
As far as they know, that was Cobra.
I was just fucking howling laughing in anger.
Anyway, back to an actually good fight
Yes.
with Sanji versus Mr. 2.
Yep. Like 30 episodes into Alabasta, we get some Aladdin-style music. I'm shocked it took this long. As Bon Clay and Sanji hit each other with DBZ punch-style kicks.
Cross kick counter! You just know that after this fight, Sanji's doing the Homer Simpson, "Oh my god, I danced with a gay!"
Looking in the mirror.
Yeah. Also, Degenerate Swan Dance Recital, which 4Kids renamed to Smilin' Swan Soiree.
That's not bad.
His Swan Arabesque attack was also renamed to Swan Dive.
That's
Okay, that one's just
that's-
lazy.
I think that's pretty good. Again, that sounds
But
like sounds like a wrestling finisher.
Well, and then, these two are basically just two kick fighters doing what they do.
So it's a night of the kick fighters.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Bon Clay tries to distract him with a clone montage to make the funniest face he can imagine, and it's just him with Usopp's nose.
Yeah. Like 90% of... Hang on, I have a lot written down, actually. I just realized he was wearing Usopp's goggles. Oh god, the swans are honking. But... Yeah. This I'm just afraid this is going to end like Anderson Silva. Isaac, don't cut in Anderson Silva's broken leg.
Right.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Would this episode be porn for people who are into legs?
I feel like they're too close
Better.
for that.
That or watching Jury fight.
Yeah, but people who are into Jury scare me. Not Jury from Utena.
I was about to say.
Jury from
I'm
Street
talking
Fighter.
about... Yeah, Jury Han from Street Fighter.
Oh.
The one who's always got her fucking feet out and it grosses me out. Yeah. About 90% of that was your own ridiculous face. I like that there's just 10 seconds of silence, and we had to check to see if I accidentally paused it. Bon Clay's found a solution, though, turning into Nami. Oh, wait. Changing into Usopp won't work, Sanji still hits him. After all, it's still obviously Bon Clay.
Now let's see you hurt me. Don't! It's a funny joke, which 4Kids kind of ruined by cutting out the impact frames.
That's what they do. A person is their soul. Row?
Rap is a cook's soul.
I feel like I made that joke somewhere. He may have said something about a cook's soul back in Baratier.
Probably. And then he turns into nothing.
Yes, thank you. Which actually works. I fucking hate that it works.
God damn it,
works.
Sanji.
It works for a bit, but I do love that. Well, he's easy to read. Really easy to read. Incredibly easy to read.
And him just switching back and forth from Nami to himself. I just think, horny goes off, horny goes on. Horny goes off, horny goes on.
I'm just thinking of that SpongeBob bit where they're showing him the picture.
I think it was Jay who said.
Wait, no, even better. Dick goes up, dick goes out, down. Dick goes up, dick goes down.
I think it was Jay who said, "Horn off, horn on." The Sanji.
And when Bibi finally gets taken to Chaka, and she's describing how a country is its people, they actually do reference the filler characters in the flashback.
I was shocked. I didn't think we'd ever see those fuckers again.
Yeah. For now, destroy this palace.
Can do.
God damn.
Yep. Props to Vivi for not, like, hanging on to old tradition shit and just being like, no, this shit's gotta be done. Blow it the fuck up.
Cobra did say the people were the country.
Yep. We need more leaders like Cobra and less like certain people I could name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who am I talking about? That's for you to decide.
Anybody.
Help us. We're Americans and we're stuck here. Vivi's at the palace now, finally been talking with Chaka. Yeah, I only now realized Chaka looks like a Zatu.
A Chatu.
Yeah. Cobra's still cool. Yeah, Chaka realizes that Vivi's right. It's time to destroy the palace. I like this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good end to the Usopp and Chopper fight, and a good start to Sanji and Von Clay's.
Yep.
Yeah.
The way you said that, I thought of Bonk Lays, the chips endorsed by the Scout. I'm an idiot, in case it wasn't clear. What a goofy idiot. Anyway, episode 116, transformed into Nami, Bon Clay's Rapid Fire Ballet Kenpo.
4Kids episode 84, Trading Faces.
That's a good one. I'll give him that. That's a good one.
And we get another change to the title card here, as 4Kids had to remove Sanji and Bon Clay from it because it showed Bon Clay stepping on Sanji's head.
Although, more importantly, it is time for opening 3. We got Hikari A by Baby Stars. I like it.
Yeah.
Like, visually, I think this is unquestionably the best opening we've gotten to date. It flat out looks the best.
I mean, obviously, the music is still never topping We Are, but...
No. Well, I would say
But
never.
but it's a good, solid opening.
I wouldn't say never, because opening 6 is coming, but, you know.
Although, there is something strange about the visuals. Can you guess what's odd about it?
New animator?
No.
Then no, I cannot.
Is Panda Man in it?
No.
What do you want from us,
It's
Isaac?
obvious. There's someone there who shouldn't be there yet.
Oh yeah, Nami's
One of
weapon.
things- One of these things is not like the others.
One of these
Like,
things
why
Becky
is she here?
desperately wants to fuck.
Here?
Okay, a bunch of these people Becky desperately wants to fuck. Let's be real here.
Also, I'm probably in the minority here. I don't really like Hikari. Like, I like the chorus, but the slow parts are not for me.
It's a vibe for me.
Yeah.
But I will say, it's a shame there's no English version.
Yeah. Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to fucking skip it because we have to switch to the Japanese because, you know.
Damn it, Funimation, why did you put us in a Vic sandwich?
Oh!
Oh no!
I think I would rather fucking.
I think I would rather have always been dead.
I was gonna say I'd rather stick my genitals in a blender.
Yeah.
Anyway, we open on Sanji being predictably horny.
It just makes me want to rip all my clothes off. Obviously, that scene was cut from the 4Kids stuff.
Yeah, I can't blame them. It's fucked up.
And then, I mean, it's not actually Nami. He's just transforming into her.
I know.
Just- ow, my eye! My one eye!
Ow, my eye! I'm not supposed to get Nami in it! I'm sure there are people who would pay to be stepped on by Nami. No, before you ask, I'm not one of them.
Sure.
I think we've established by now that feet disgust me.
Just... Also, mascara boomerang.
That's pretty good. I like that. Jay suggested for the live action Titus Burgess as Bon Clay. Absolute perfect casting.
I just... Whoever they cast as Bon Clay needs to be, like, the biggest queer possible.
Yep.
Yes.
And I
You know, funny thing about that in One Piece universe anyway, queer is an actual race.
Excuse me?
Huh!
So here's the thing with Mr. 2. He's an example of a queer person within the One Piece universe. They are an actual race. In Japan, they would have been called Okama.
I see.
And also, this actually plays into the change they made to the fighting style that he uses.
Yeah, because in the original Japanese, his fighting style was called Okama Kenpo, which basically translates to cross-dresser Kenpo.
So you're saying look at his gay little dance?
But it's not quite that, but it's a somewhat derogatory way to refer to someone who is homosexual.
Yeah.
If an actual queer person says that about themselves, it's not great, but it's accurate technically. It's like if you watch the Japanese version of Tokyo Godfathers, that's how Hana refers to themselves.
Yeah.
And obviously, 4Kids couldn't have that, so they changed his fighting style to crazy karate.
Ugh.
Although I do think ballet kenpo, which the Funimation dub did, is a good compromise.
Yeah, I like ballet Kenpo.
Interestingly enough, in the Viz manga, and I think later Funimation, in the subs at least, they refer to it as, oh, come my way, karate and kenpo.
That's kind of funny.
It's a play off the Japanese in a bit.
Yeah.
I do remember that Mr. 2 has an Image song called "Oh Come My Way."
So, in the One Piece universe, could the pride flag be like an actual ethnic, like, nationality flag?
It's just an image. What country is that?
No clue where that is, but I'm from Windmill Village. Anyway. Where was I? Why? You know why, Sanji.
Said Rose. I was like, why? Said Rosen. The eyes have it.
Oh boy. Yeah. The other actors probably had a ball playing Bon Clay.
Yeah. Even if the 4Kids dub made him sound like a black guy, I think he was still having fun.
Yeah. Y'all should probably get out of the place that's about to blow up.
Yeah.
Hooray! Meat for Luffy! The Chopper's diagnosis.
You must have defeated Crocodile. Yeah, about that. Your blood pressure is slightly better than a zombie's, but you'll be fine.
You're just a little broken. You're still good. You're still good.
Am I?
Don't go toward the light, Usopp.
Yeah.
Although, the 4Kids dub replaced the joke where Usopp sees heaven with him going, I feel like I got hit with a 4-ton bat. Yeah, you got hit with it twice.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
This is the sticky bun I want you wanted I saved for myself. Oh no, baby.
I think that's actually a manju bun in the original.
Yeah, it is. Because 4Kids apparently had a translation error, because instead of calling this bun a donut or a cookie like they would have otherwise, they call it a mango.
Excuse me?
And it looks nothing like one.
No, it's not a fucking mango! It's not even a fruit!
Okay, that's so stupid I actually have to laugh.
It's very funny, yes, but what the fuck? How is that not the biggest thing people bring up with this?
I don't Probably because there's so much.
Because poison suction is dumber.
Or the hammer gun.
Yeah.
There's just too much.
Let's see. Zoro's looking for Nami, who's still on the run from Mr. One and Miss Doublefinger. She's gonna finally fight! Hooray!
Also, I got a note when Usopp immediately gets up and snatches the bun. That's just me with any pastry.
Yep.
He'll be fine.
Like hell! Damn it! Give me a Nami fight, goddammit!
Next badge.
I know!
Yep.
But I didn't know but I obviously can't predict the future of this show.
But no, it's Zoro to the rescue. And that giant pillar next to them didn't split. It was sliced.
For first, I thought Zoro did that.
Nope. Because Mr. One ate the dice fruit. He can turn his body into blades.
He's a blademan.
Okay, come, fruit time. So, with the dice fruit, who's into blood play or knife play?
Not me!
No.
I'm not, but I had to ask.
So,
Now, go ahead. Me first.
no, actually, you go first. I think you're about to talk about Mr. One.
Well, I mean the devil fruit. In Japan, it would have been called the Supa no Mi. And like all the other devil fruits in this batch, there's no image for it.
Here. It's
Which is
the, in case you're curious, that's the sound effect for getting cut.
Yeah.
And then he can turn any part of his body into a blade.
Yeah.
Oh god! You had to consider that, huh, Becky?
Yeah,
You didn't cut it out as an army of prostitutes, did you, Becky? R.I.P. Norm MacDonald.
The rare penile blade.
Oh!
And then, does Miss Doublefinger just have resting hip swivel? Like some people have resting bitch face?
Like I said, she's a Betty Boop cartoon.
it's just like a neurological condition.
So, in the 4Kids version, they actually slightly changed the dialogue that Miss Doublefinger has here. In the original, she explains that Zoro was once approached by Mr. Seven to try and recruit him for Baroque works, but Zoro refused unless he could become the boss. Mr. Seven attacked him and Zoro cut him down. But in the 4Kids version, they make it sound more like they were trying to convince him to join at Misty Peak, without mentioning Mr. Seven at all. I guess they wanted to avoid mentioning that Zoro canonically killed the guy.
And also, where the fuck where the fuck were they in Whiskey Peak?
Oh, it's like they were referring to Baroque works in general,
I see.
but still.
Anyway, if you'd rather see this backstory than hear someone tell about it, watch the live action series.
Yeah, it's just there, so I didn't even bother recapping it.
Now, of course, as a reminder, I think I brought it up with you all before, but of course, Oda once had a concept art of him drawn in the SBS, and then once the live action version came along, he had one.
He
for
looked
the
like
show.
this.
It's like they looked at the one bit of art he did long ago and made a character out of it.
They sure did.
Who honestly does look like he fit in the One Piece universe.
Yep. Mr. Seven mentioned, said that you guys are look so ridiculous. I wouldn't even accept. Or you guys look so ridiculous. I wouldn't even accept the job. This fight's gonna roll.
Or maybe you're all just tin soldiers, all shine and no steel.
God damn, Zoro! Cutting them down with words before your blades.
He's just roasting or tempering Mr. One here.
Yeah.
He is a blade, so
Yeah. Nami, be careful. She's gone.
Oh, yeah, she's gone.
Yeah, Bon Clay is twirling towards freedom, meanwhile. But Sanji spots a weakness. Counter!
He cannot use his ballet kenpo when he's turned into Nami. Also, his Memoirs of a Summer Day was changed to Spinning Summer Pirouette in the 4Kids dub.
The ducky shoes! He's got the ducky shoes!
Now, of all the shots they could have cut, 4Kids shortened the bit where Sanji kicks Mr. Two in the back. And in case you're curious, this attack was called Hip Hip Puree.
Oh! My bones!
Mr. Two's bones.
My bones! I need those for boating.
Also, Yes, Mr. Two takes off the swans that were on his head and puts them on his shoulders and puts them on his shoes.
Yeah.
The one on your left is the pen, and the one on your right is the cob. Who cares?
What the duck? So the ducks.
You ever try to pick a fight with a swan? They'll fuck you up.
Yeah, these beaks are steel-pointed, meant to focus the power of his kicks.
The bit from Game Changer. Geese are the assholes of the swan world.
Yeah.
And swans are already assholes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, his Memoirs of a Winter Sky Attack was changed to Winter Wonderland Jeté.
Ugh. Awful.
Should also be noted that swans are a bird species notable for pairing up in male-male mating pairs.
Neat.
So
Would explain a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. They have a fucking kick. Oh wait. So the duck's beaks are actually insanely strong, turning his kicks into rifle shots. Sanji's plan is to dodge and counter more, even tricking Blonde Clay into staying on form, which let them land kicks. They're pretty evenly matched now, leading to an awesome sequence of kicks, several of them.
Yeah.
And we have a fucking kick samurai clash with Sanji ultimately emerging the victor.
Yeah, like, even when Sanji's using the stupid food pun attack names, even 4Kids couldn't change how awesome and brutal that last exchange is. They did change it to where at one point Sanji kicks Bon Clay in the neck, but they move his foot to his chest area instead. And they cut out the bit where they both spit out, not blood, but spit for some reason. I don't know why that got censored.
Weird.
So, yeah, in the end, they pretty much fought to a draw, but Sanji got up.
Yeah. Bon Clay can't move, except because of impending death. However, Sanji offers him a hand of respect. Hooray! And there's the knockout kick. Oh, Sanji got the goggles again, at least.
Yeah, that bit was cut from the 4Kids version. So they don't cut out the bit where he's offering him his hand. So, yeah, this is a rare time where 4Kids made it gayer.
Well, now wait. There was that one time in Tokyo when they localized Tokyo Mew Mew into Mew Mew Power, where they accidentally made a scene gayer.
Yeah.
I think I cracked a couple of my bones again. The dynamite's being set up. Vivi ready to give the order outside the gates. She flashes back to her memories of her home, knowing what must be done. Oh shit!
Yeah, unfortunately, she was just a little too late.
God
you do that, Vivi.
Damn it.
And oh shit!
And he's got Cobra with him.
Yep. After all, my dear, this is about to be my house.
Weird considering what he's planning.
Yeah. Crocodile claims he killed Luffy, but multiple people here know that's not true.
Yeah, despite the bit with the Nami transformation, the Bon Clay fight is a great one, and it's a good note to end on with that cliffhanger.
Yeah.
For a bit of lightning mood, can you imagine Crocodile on one of those home renovation HGTV shows with the Alabarna Palace?
It's just a bit from
Sand.
It's just a bit from Make Some Noise, where the only renovations they do is just put large boulders everywhere.
Yeah.
Boulder time. Shall we go to the segments?
Alright.
Luffy moment of the week. Luffy wanting meat.
That's
the
pretty much
only
it.
moment he has.
Well, I mean, he still defied Crocodile. He grabbed onto his hand and his arm.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Anyone else?
No.
Okay.
I only had the yelling meat thing, because that was the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, surprisingly, not a lot of Luffy this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most valuable pirate. I'm giving it to Karu.
Karu does deserve it, but I'm giving it to Usopp.
Thank you.
Honestly, he deserves it after what he went through to beat Miss Merry Christmas.
It was an insane fight.
I was debating that too, but Karu, man.
Yeah.
Tough choice. You know what? Despite how fucking easily he got played like a fiddle, I'll give it to Sanji.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Best worst moment. My best is Chopper and Usopp taking on Miss Merry Christmas and Mr. 4. My worst is the dipshit Pilescar's not recognizing the fucking princess.
That's also my worst moment. But my best moment is the last little exchange between Sanji and Bon Clay. The part after he gets through the Nami disguise where they're just kicking the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
My best is Usopp tricking Mr. Four into hitting Miss Merry Christmas.
That was pretty great.
My best moment is Usopp giving that speech, like defending Luffy's honor, even though he's been beaten to a bloody pulp. Worst moment is fucking pervert power.
Yeah.
Isaac, what's your worst?
I was gonna say who they chose to sing opening 3.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, next time, I finally get my wish. We get a goddamn Nami fight.
Yay!
With episode 117 through 122.
And we'll see you next voyage.